Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. Already here, they'll audible to something else. Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. Jones on first down.
Give him another one right back to Allen.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
To throw is Duggan.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Awards show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
Duggan looking to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Jones.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught by Williams.
Touchdown, Washington. Javonte Williams.
With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Commanders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Doug going to look to throw this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Allen, the man in motion left. Here's Jones throwing on first down. That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown. Washington. Cooper Kupp, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Here we go. 11, 21, 21, 21. 21, 21, 21. 11, 11.
Now Jones.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Jones looking to change the play.
12, 12, 12. Here we go. 11, 11.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And the Washington first down.
12, 12, 12.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Throwing Jones.
Short throw here to the tight end Bates.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Finding Williams on the check down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 11. 21. 11.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders continue to pull away here in this first half.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fair catch called for and taken back near the goal line. So that'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Duggan now to throw.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Duggan.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They're going to try and throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs.
12. Here we go. 11.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
To throw again on second down. Jones. He finds his target, Allen. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel from 13 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive they went. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
And they will take a knee here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go, get set.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be just an 18-yard punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Throwing, Duggan. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's Duggan to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Duggan.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Off the play fake.
Dugan. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Lutz with the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dugan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they take off.